Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today there is a lot to talk about. So grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea, whatever you like, and let's get into it. I am going to talk to you guys about my skincare routine. We're talking about morning, evening, product reviews and recommendations, as well as some great problem-solving products that really save my skin at times. So we're going to get into all of that right now. So as you see me talk about all these products, just keep in mind that I have normal skin with an oily forehead and oily cheeks. Other than that, the rest of my face is pretty normal. A lot of these products that I'm going to talk to you about are suitable for my skin type. So do keep that in mind when you're considering these products for your skin type, because they may not work the same for you. So in my personal experience, the most important thing is actually having a routine, a skincare routine that you follow in the evening and in the morning. It's really not relevant whether you've got a minimalist routine or a little bit more of an extensive routine. I had good skin when I was using cleanser, moisturizer, serum, and I still have good skin, and now I'm using a lot more products. So what I'm doing now, which I have been doing for the last few years, is actually following a bit of a Korean inspired skincare method, which is really about layering different products to maintain and give hydration to the skin. So in the evening, if I'm wearing makeup or sunscreen, I really like to double cleanse. And what I do first is actually use my Heimish All Clean Balm. I love using this balm to remove my makeup. It makes it super easy. It has a balmy texture. When you rub into your skin, it turns into an oil. And once you add water to it, it turns into a milky texture that removes all your makeup. It's great for waterproof makeup. And so for things like my eyes, you really want to make sure you're very gentle around the eyes. So using a balm cleanser or an oil cleanser is perfect when you're wanting to remove makeup from a really delicate eye area. This was my 4th purchase. I've already got a backup. That's how much I love this. It does have fragrance, unfortunately, so those of you with sensitive skin might want to avoid this. So this is definitely my all-time holy grail product to remove makeup, and I'm not really planning on changing this up anytime soon. I might try some other products, especially if they're fragrance free. So the little spatula, you can use the spatula to pick up the product, pop it on your hand, pop the spatula on this little tray that's on top, and then close it. And then it just keeps things neat and clean and tidy. I love it. So I highly recommend you guys try this out to remove your makeup. A really great, affordable option. So once I've washed off the residue with this product, I then double cleanse. So I will then use a cleanser to just get rid of any of the remaining residue. So far I've actually been using the Neogen green tea foam cleanser. So this one is okay. Now in summer this was pretty good for me. But in fall now, I find this a little bit drying. It is a foam cleanser, and gosh, the ingredient list in this product is huge. I don't understand why any skincare product needs to have such a huge ingredient list. It also has fragrance. So this is not a product that I'll be purchasing again, but I don't really have much left now. I'm just trying to use this up. So not something that I recommend for you guys. Okay, so once I've washed my face, I will just lightly dab with a towel, just very lightly all over my face. I'm not going to be vigorous with this, just because I want my face to be a little bit damp while I apply my next product. And my face is no longer wet, but it's still damp. Now then I will go with one of my absolute favorite products. This is Pyunkang Yul Essence Toner. This is a gorgeous toner. So let me go and apply that before my face dries off. I'll just take a small amount and just rub this all over my face. So this product has humectants, and what humectants do is that they can bind to water molecules and actually increase the hydration in your skin, which is the reason why you want to make sure your face is a little bit damp. Now, this product has very few ingredients and they're clean. There is no fragrance and really no irritating ingredients. This is amazing for people with sensitive skin, and I would say really for all skin tones, this is one heck of a product. So I for sure will be buying this again. I'm actually running out of it. There really isn't much left now. I have found this hydrating and soothing and really the perfect toner, the perfect step to prep your skin before you go in with your other products. So after the toner, I then like to use my serum. So at the moment, I have been using Niacinamide Ordinary 10%, and wow, I love this serum. So if you don't know what niacinamide is, it's an excellent ingredient to include in your skincare routine for all skin types. This is amazing to actually reduce the look of your pores and just make them look a little bit more refined. It also helps with dull skin, fine lines, and if a really compromised and weakened skin barrier. So if you're struggling with issues with your skin, this is a really safe ingredient that I highly recommend. Some people can be sensitive to niacinamide, but that's actually really rare from what I know. What I'll do is I'll take a decent amount of this, a few drops. Now, this is a second bottle that I've purchased from The Ordinary. Initially, the first bottle when I used up, I definitely saw an improvement in my pores. And I was pretty amazed. When I did use it up, I gave it a break for a couple of months just to see what my skin would look like. And my skin still looked good, but what I definitely noticed was my pores went back to normal. So they were no longer as refined as when you're using this product. This is a product that will work for you as long as you're using it. Just a note though, you can use this with any vitamin C products, but don't use this if you're using any AHAs or BHAs, so glycolic acid or salicylic acid. Don't use those at the same time you use this because it will give you some irritation, some redness, tingling feeling. It's not a good idea. So today, for example, because I'm using this, I'm not going to be using any AHA or BHA products. Now, I also like to use a vitamin C serum. I will often alternate. So for example, at nighttime, I might use niacinamide, and in the morning, I might use a vitamin C product. Now, this product that I'm going to talk to you guys about is not a recommendation. This is called Goodal's Green Tangerine Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. So it does come in a proper bottle that I've used up, and now I just have the travel size left. Now this does help to really reduce that pigmentation that you get from breakouts. It has 70% green tangerine extract, turmeric extract, niacinamide. So I mean, it has some good ingredients. I don't know about the tangerine extract though. 70% is quite high. It did work for me, but the reason why I'm not going to recommend this for you guys is because it has really sensitizing ingredients. I mean, it has a bunch of fruit oils, citrus oils, bergamot oil, which is pretty much fragrance. And they are quite high up in the ingredient list, which I don't like, because what happens with such sensitizing ingredients such as bergamot fruit oil is that's actually a photosensitizer. So that can react to light and make your skin sensitive. So ideally you want to use a vitamin C product in the morning, but you can't use this product in the morning because it's potentially photosensitizing. So if you want to use this, you want to use this at nighttime. But I've actually stopped using this now. Again, I'm trying to move away from fragrance products, so this is not a product that I recommend or will purchase again. So after my niacinamide serum, I like to layer on a hydrating essence or hydrating product. So I've actually been using for the last 7 months COSRX Snail Mucin's Power Essence. This is a very popular product, and for good reason. It has some great ingredients. The Snail filtrate, 96%. Again, I don't know if 96% is actually good or not, but for me, it actually worked really well. I did find the hydration level in my skin increase while using this product. Now, that's also because it has sodium hyaluronate, which is excellent for hydration for the skin. A different form of hyaluronic acid, and is more effective, and it's greater compatibility for the skin. The ingredient list in this is small, it has 0 fragrance. I love this product, and look, I have used up quite a bit of it. So I'm just gonna do a quick 2 pumps. The good thing that I find with this product is I can actually use this under my eyes, It's safe, it doesn't give me those white dots, which are closed comedone, and I really like that about it. So when I feel like I need just extra hydration under my eyes, I do like to put a very small amount of this and tap that under my eyes. So after my essence, I like to go in with a lightweight moisturizer. So for those of you who have a similar skin type to mine and you're in summer at the moment, I think you will love this. This is Hada Labo Gokujyun Lightweight Lotion. This is amazing. I mean, again, the ingredient list is great. It's small, it has 0 fragrance, which I love. And it is super lightweight, particularly for summer. This is amazing. It makes your skin smooth, supple. It gives you that hydration. It sits well under makeup. I've also actually used this throughout winter as well, last year. And in winter, I just use this as a layering product underneath a heavier moisturizer. And I love this. Highly, highly recommend that you guys try this out. Just gonna go in and add a little bit of this. And what I do is I just rub this in and just massage my skin a little bit so the product is absorbed. Now only do this if your products underneath have absorbed. If you still have a layer of products underneath, then just tap this on like this, and that way you're not really disturbing the layers of product you've put underneath. Now for those of you that are looking for a little bit of a heavier moisturizer, so not as lightweight as Hada Labo, so this is COSRX Balancium Comfort Ceramide Cream. And again, this has a good ingredient list, but it just has one tiny problem. It has bergamot fruit oil. It is right at the end, which is, you know, not ideal, but it's not the worst. So it does have a very light citrusy scent, which I think many of you will probably enjoy. I have found this to be a pretty good moisturizer. It has a matte, balmy texture, and the scent is really light. Again, that bergamot fruit oil is right at the end of the ingredient list. It really only has a small amount of that ingredient, but regardless, that's fragrance. So those of you with sensitive skin might want to avoid this. And I'm really surprised by this product. I feel like they shouldn't have added any fragrance, because without fragrance, this would be a perfect moisturizer. It is hydrating, it has a matte, smooth, balmy texture, so you don't look super shiny. It does have ceramides, which help with your skin barrier. So overall, a really good moisturizer with just that one ingredient that I'm not too happy about. Next, I go in with my eye cream. So the eye cream that I've been using for some time now actually is Kiehl's Powerful Strength Line Reducing and Dark Circle Diminishing Vitamin C Eye Cream. Oh, eye serum, I think. Ugh, this has got such a long name. But this has been, I believe, reformulated, and it's in new packaging now, so it's a little bit different to this one that I have. Now, with an eye cream, there's 3 basic things that I'm looking for. 1, it needs to be lightweight. A heavy eye cream gives me those white bumps, which are called closed comedones, and I can't use those. So it needs to be lightweight for me. It of course needs to be hydrating, and it needs to sit well under makeup. That's all that I'm looking for from an eye cream. And this ticks all those boxes. The only problem with this is it's too expensive to do these 3 basic things. Now, I have purchased this twice just because when I tried another eye cream, it gave me those white bumps. So I went back to this. But I didn't notice any diminishing in my under eye circle. But to be honest, I didn't really even pay attention to my under eye circle, so I can't tell you for sure whether this worked for me or not. But it's a pleasant eye cream to use if you're in the market. But I don't think I'll buy this again. I think I'll just try and find something a little bit more affordable, because again, there's only 3 basic things I'm looking for from an eye cream, and I shouldn't have to spend this much to get those. So this is basically what I would do at nighttime, and my skin feels comfortable and soft and supple. Now, I will alternate and use some exfoliating products from time to time. Chemical exfoliant, I have been using Ready Steady Glow AHA Tonic. I've actually used quite a bit of this. You can kind of see here how much I've used. This product is effective. So when I've used this, I have seen a little bit of a glow. The problem I had with this product, which I only realized very recently when I looked at the ingredient list for this, because when I bought this, I didn't check the ingredient list. It has a ton of fragrance. Oh my God. I mean, it has a lot of citrus peel oils. It has added fragrance. It's just a lot of fragrance. So I used to use this 3 times a week, and I would use it in place of my toner here. I have now reduced this to once a week because I'm not happy with the ingredient list, and I'm going to replace this product with something else. So for those of you that don't care about fragrance, this works. I have enjoyed using it. But for those of you that do care about fragrance or have sensitive skin, please do not purchase this. I do not recommend. By the way, just an affordable option to this, you can try the Ordinary's lactic acid. This one, again, this one has lactic acid. This one just a lot cleaner in terms of ingredients. It doesn't have fragrance, so give this a go instead of this. Okay guys, that was my nighttime skincare routine. Now, let's have a chat about what do I use in the morning. Mostly the same products, but what I do is actually cut down on the number of products that I use. So first thing in the morning, I will wash my face with some lukewarm water. I do not use a cleanser for the morning because I really don't want to strip my skin. I had already washed my face at nighttime, so I don't need to cleanse again in the morning. After that, I will go in with my toner that I love. After the toner, I will use my serum, so I'll go in with my niacinamide serum. Again, you can use this daytime or nighttime, no problem with that. If you have a vitamin C serum, you can use that as well. And then I'll just go with my lightweight moisturizer, and I just go with the Hada Labo. Now, this is very important. For daytime, after your lightweight moisturizer, you really want to use your sunscreen. Now, this is a lesson here that I want you to learn from my mistake. I have sunspots that have popped up now in the last 5 months. Okay, so we are zoomed in, and now I want to show you my sunspots. So I've got a few here. I've definitely got one closer to my eye, and then I've got another 2 or 3 just on my temple there. So these are not cute freckles, they are sunspots. Now, normally sunspots will start showing up in your skin in your late 30s and onwards. I'm too young to see sunspots. So do you know what that means? It means that I've enjoyed a full life frolicking in the sun without any sunscreen. And then this is what happens. So, learn from my mistake, start using sunscreen. And I think this has got a lot to do with brown culture. In our culture, sunscreen is just never emphasized. So I spent my whole childhood, my teens, my 20s, not using sunscreen. So now that I'm seeing this UV damage so early in my life, I have now been very diligently using my sunscreen. And I encourage you to do the same because you may not burn, but UV damage will not discriminate. I've actually just put a thick layer of this on, and unfortunately my camera cut out, so I can't show it to you. But next time, maybe I could do a whole video on sunscreen and how to apply sunscreen, because you really need a very thick amount for this to be effective. Okay, so now I want to quickly talk to you guys about what products I use as problem solvers. So for example, my breakouts. Now I do get breakouts, I think everybody does, but I definitely get hormonal breakouts that come around the time when I get my period. Right now, for example, these 2 pimples are very recent and they've come because of my period. Thank you, period. Now what I use for my breakouts is actually a retinoid cream. So this is a prescription retinoid. This is different, also known as adapalene gel. I think in the US you can now get this over the counter. You couldn't before, but I think in many countries still you need a prescription to get this product. For breakouts, this is perfect. It dries up your pimples, and not to mention it helps with pigmentation. Because when you're brown, one of the problems is any type of inflammation, irritation, breakouts, anything like that actually leaves a pretty dark brown spot. that will take forever to go away. And using something like this just helps with the pigmentation. Now, as I've kind of stopped using this product, and I mainly use this for the dry patch I get across my forehead, I've started to use something a little bit different. I've started using the Ordinary Salicylic Acid. Now, I had a bit of a light bulb moment with this because different types of acids work for different skin types. If you're oilier skin types, it is recommended you use salicylic acid. If you're normal dry skin type, it is recommended that you go for your AHAs, like your glycolic or your lactic acid. And I have actually been on a bit of a glycolic lactic acid binge for many years. And then I thought, wait a minute, not only do I get a dry patch on my forehead, I have oily skin on my forehead. So I really should be using salicylic acid. And now that I've made the switch, salicylic acid on my forehead and my cheeks, so just the oily areas, I don't use it anywhere else, my skin has been looking great. This has seriously helped how my forehead looks. My forehead right now is so much more smoother. The dry flakes are much more manageable, and all because of this product right here. And lastly, I want to talk to you guys about marula oil. So this is from Drunk Elephant, and I bought a travel size because I didn't want to shell out for a full size bottle. This is quite expensive. Now, this is seriously amazing. I use this as a problem solving product. So for example, if I've used something else and that's given me irritation, I use this. If I've got redness, sensitivity, I use this. If my skin feels really dry, I use this. I mean, this is seriously amazing. There is the Ordinary's marula oil that I'm interested in as well, because that one is a lot more affordable than this brand here. So I might give that one a go instead of buying a full bottle of this. But if you've got a skin type that's similar to mine, highly recommend this oil. I really hope you've enjoyed this video today. It was a bit long, but there was lots to talk about. And if you know of some great fragrance-free alternatives, please comment down below. And hey, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you know when my videos are coming up. See ya!